did work out for me. And apparently, yeah, I can hold a draw here multiple ways. Okay, so he took on f2. Whoa! I was winning! What the hell? What the hell? Well, I'm not sure. Like in an endgame plus 1.5, I don't know if that's actually... That might be a misrepresentation. I don't know. Let's let it run deeper. What the... So, I mean, I played this. Is this winning? I missed a win? I was begging for a draw. He actually blundered here. I had a win? Is that true? So I did it the wrong way. Apparently if we go check, how is this a win? Wait a second. This isn't the case where I can do this, is it? Oh my God, don't tell me it's one of those cases. This might be one of those cases where I always misread this, where you can actually just run the A pawn. Let's see if that's one of these cases. Oh my God, this is so instructive. So if rook d8, which is what I thought he would play, I was going to take on b7. And if he runs this way, then we have mate here. So he's got to go back to c8. And okay, no, it's not running the a pawn because this pawn still exists. So where's the win? So is the computer just wrong though? Sorry, maybe it is the a pawn. It might be the a pawn. So rook a7. He has to play. Wait, why does it say that? Yeah, so he has to play king b8. And then I think it is about the a pawn. Now it's giving higher eval to the other moves, but that doesn't make sense to me. I think we win because of the a pawn. Yeah, I've faced this like twice before, when I was on the losing end of it, and I couldn't believe it worked. So yeah, both like the top moves want me to repeat. But it really does nothing. I think you take. It's all about taking. It's all about pushing here. If I'm correct. So let's just say he starts pushing this pawn. The point is we're going to run this a pawn if I'm reading this correctly. Like it should be instructive for you guys, for me too, but it actually see it's hard to read the computer because all of it's repeating ideas. It wants to take on c6. I thought we might just come back here, which is winning, because I thought the idea is that we just run the a pawn. But his pawn, he's coming quick too, so I don't know. Like, it's his turn. So let's just say he keeps pushing. Yeah, so a4 is winning. How does this work? Check. Okay, I don't like all the repeating moves. It's very confusing. So we go this way. Oh, and then that's it. Oh, so we only have to go 2 more squares actually. But it doesn't want us to push the pawn. It wants rook h7. Oh, sorry, that's mate. So yeah, he comes back, and then what? Oh, see, the computer just why can't it be direct? I don't want all the repeats, and you can't escape the repeats because it's an analysis board. So check here. Yeah, and then a5. Yeah, so I knew it's about running the a pawn. And he pushes again, and we have time for this. We do have time. We don't have to get. That's the thing. We only have to get to the 6th rank. So it's misleading. It's not misleading. Yeah, it's kind of misleading because you think, oh, like you have to get it to at least a 7th rank. No, we only have to get to the 6th rank to support one of the rooks. So it's very misleading. I can't believe I had a win there. That's crazy. Again, I've seen this idea before when I was on the losing end. I've had it twice, at least twice before. And it's just very surprising that that's an issue because I mean there's a pawn in the way. That's crazy. Wow, I can't believe I had a win. That's too bad. I had 2 options, right? I had to draw this way and I had to draw this way. Now to be fair, if I had gone with this potential draw, I don't know if I would have. I probably would have forgotten the a pawn idea. But what do you guys think about that? Like that's still kind of shocking to me. That's a secret weapon. That is a secret weapon. Well, at the same time, like black shouldn't have let me get a draw in either, but I missed the win because I went for this draw. I could have went for this win. That's really, really instructive. Super instructive. Super instructive. Yeah, so if he comes here, then with threatening mate in 1, he has to come back. And I think we just go after this pawn. We renew the mate threat. He has to follow, and then I'll take this pawn so that our a pawn can run. Now, what if black tries to give us a draw? Apparently, probably the simplest way is to come in to see. Yeah, this is surprising that we can draw. Like even this is it's probably we probably do have to take here. It's just, yeah, we do have to take on c6. So this might be. It will always depend on the position, but this whole idea of running the a pawn. Yeah, this whole idea is the idea. So, yeah, so I can even just push it now, and he can't even defend against this. This is really weird. Because I can just keep pushing, I think. And even if he brings in his other rook to try to defend, can I just keep pushing? Nope. Now it doesn't work. So now we have to go here, apparently. So you gotta be. It's still thinking required, and I'm using the engine. I'm cheating. So well, let's say he pushes. Yeah, and then if we give a check, that would be a draw now. So we have to be careful. So we have to give. It's all about supporting a rook on the 7th. So I think with this whole idea, the pawn is never going to promote. It's all about securing a rook. Although wait, how do we convert it here? Then we go check. Right. Oh yeah, that's really the idea. Wow, that is so instructive, and I'm always surprised, but at least I recognize the idea. As soon as the computer said that we had a win, I thought, how do we do it? And I thought the only way is if we run the a pawn, and it has to. I think it has to be the a pawn too, because the other pawn is going to be too slow. So wow, that is unbelievably instructive. That's a super weapon. That's a secret super weapon. I'm going to put this on YouTube because that's so useful. Yeah, and then I just went for the draw. Wow. And I think it was, I just want to look at it one more time. It's so amazing. Sorry, here, and we have to start with the check. Now, what's interesting is if we take on b7, this is now a draw again. I wonder why. It's because we don't have time to protect against his same idea. He can actually, even this is a draw? Wait, why is this a draw? Okay, now it's getting complex. Oh wait, no, rook f d1. Sorry. Rook. Wait, what? Rook. What's it talking about? Rook f d1? How is this? It can sever the connection here. Okay, yeah, this is complex. So we had to have given a check first. And I guess that makes sense. Yeah, because the idea is that we get to take here with tempo. And if he goes this way, it's still taking with tempo because we're threatening mate in 1. Okay, yeah, it makes sense. So yeah, we give a check, and yeah, I mean if he bounces this way, what? Does it matter which one? Can we take here first? Let's see. So I'm trying to remember. Can we actually just take here? Yeah, because I can. Oh, right. Because I can always just take back after. So I could probably take either pawn, and it's still winning for us. Yeah, and it's just surprising that that our a pawn is going to be fast enough. So I can just come back here even. Give, well, I could run the pawn if I wanted to, I think. Nope, this is a draw now. Why is that? Why would it matter? Why would this matter? So this is a win? How? What? What the hell? What? That doesn't make any sense. I'm so confused. So wait, how do we win this now? No, guys, I'm so freaking confused now. Rook cb7, then rook. Oh, and then we go rook h7, and then after king b8. Oh, see, I wish the computer was more straightforward. How do we win this? Do we go over here? And then he brings the rook back. And then I can run the a, and then okay. Well, that is very confusing. Yeah, so if I had played a4 instead, this is now too slow. How come I can't do that same trickery? No comments from you guys, unfortunately. Maybe it's because his king is touching one of our rooks, so we now have to spend another move to move it away. That might be why. Yeah. So here, by moving a4, he's touching one of the rooks, so we would need to move one of the rooks away, I believe. But it's not the same eval if I do that. It wants to give a check first. I don't know how that makes a difference. I don't know how that makes a difference. Oh, because it doesn't want the king on one of these two squares, because it wants us to do that back rank lawnmower type of thing. I think that's the key. It doesn't want the king here, so it wants us to check. Now, if he goes to the corner, it's the same thing, because it wants to have this back rank threat. Although, no, the eval is still different though. If I jump here, but it might still be winning, because I am renewing the threat. So What does it like to do now? Oh, it's complex. Complex. So what was the cleaner way to do it? Here. Check. Yeah, see, it's preferring to give this check, and I think it prefers to go this way for some reason. I guess because, well, we are threatening mate, and I don't know, for some reason it prefers to start with the A pawn. Oh, I know why. I think it's quite subtle. I think it prefers to start with the A pawn because it wants to then finish by staying on the C file where it can protect C2 instead of starting with C2 and then going to the A file, and then this is then protected, and then we have to spend another move to come back to the C file. That might be why. So it likes to start, we take this way so we can end up here. And then, yeah, if black tries to defend, it prefers to give a check first, because if he goes here, we take with tempo. So, and if he goes here, we threaten mate. So these little in between moves make a difference, because this is still taking with tempo because we're threatening mate. And if he blocks it, we might even be able to just take. Possibly, I'm not sure. Computer says we can. Apparently this is winning. Yeah, I guess it makes sense because we're going to take one pawn, and then at the last minute we can, yeah, and then we can also just we can hide the king, and then we can stop the one pawn from promoting. But even worst case scenario, I think we can even trade the rook for the other pawn, and three connected pawns against a rook might be winning. Maybe, I'm not sure. But yeah, so it's still tricky. But the key thing to recognize is that there are serious winning chances here for white, and it's all about this A pawn running. And you got to be careful with that, because I've had other positions again where I was on the losing end, where it was a little bit different than this. It was a bit different than this, but yeah, my opponent's rook pawn just started running, so you got to be really aware of that. I was totally oblivious to that here. So this would have been the better option. Yeah, and we take here. It's just kind of scary. Like, what if he comes back immediately? Well, it's mate. Yeah, that's the thing. It's a mate threat. Like, it's a mate threat. So he has to go here. If he goes this way, then it's mate. So. And if he blocks, then we just take the rook. So he has to go to king c8. And then we go to rook a7 and we grab it this way. That's the whole key. And it looks like he can get counterplay. Well, again, it's a mate threat. So he has to deal with it. And again, this is a tempo move. So we go rook b7. So this all makes sense to me now. Why taking is still good, but this is even better because it's a tempo move. If he comes here... Oh, maybe not. Maybe I could have just taken. I thought this was also a tempo move. No, I probably could have just taken here. Either way. Yeah, so I could have taken here. And now we take it and we protect f2. Actually, no. This is a tempo move now. Rook b6. That's a very smart move. Because he comes back here, and then it's still a tempo move because now we're threatening mate yet again. So we move here with tempo, and if he tries to stop that, then we gained this free move of a4. And yeah, it's just amazing that he can't do anything about it. Seems like it'll be erased, but all we need to do is to get here. So it's always super deceiving. Because again, I know I'm repeating myself, but all we need to do is get here, and we're getting there in 3 moves. It's just 3 moves to get there. So it's extremely deceptive. Extremely deceptive. That's the beauty of this secret weapon, because it's just very deceptive. Because extreme moves is all we need. And then like if he keeps pushing, then we just give a check and like checkmate. It's okay. So I know I spent longer analyzing the game than playing it, but this is a very. It's not the first time I've seen this, but it surprises me every time, and it's so. I mean, if I had remembered this game, I would have won the game. So I can't underline how important this is.